Hi, this is Nathan, and this is part 2 of the FPS tutorial for Blender 3D. And I'm just going to show you my site. I just got it up and running like a week ago. And we have, it's sagedread.net, 63.net. And here you can view my articles and other people's articles, as well as submit your own article. And we have we're gonna have downloads up there soon. I'm working on a project that will fast up or speed up your computer, and yeah. So check it out. We have forums and everything. So let's get started. So cont equals GameLogic.getCurrentController. This is carrying on from the last tutorial. So I'm gonna leave notes for you guys, and so FWD equals cont.getSensor forward, or FWD. And this time we're going to use is.isPositive after that. It's going to simple things up. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, so now we're just gonna define the left, right, and back sensors in the code. And remember, this is in your movement script that we set up in the last tutorial. Okay, so now we are going to define our jump sensor in the code, and this is obviously gonna make the player jump. So, and now we are going to set up is grounded, and this is helping with jump too. And this is because if you've ever tried to jump in Blender and you never, well, it's hard to explain, but when you're jumping, you have to come down sometimes, so that's what that does. You'll see later on in the code, but yeah. So now we're going to define our actuators. Move equals cont.getActuator movement. Alright, so now we can define our speed variables. So speed equals 0. Say 0. No. Yeah, 0.09. That'll work. And LR equals 0, and FB equals 0. Now we're going to set up our events. This is just occurring when the keys are pressed and everything. This is where everything comes together. So if FWD, which is going to stand for forward, is positive, FB equals speed. ELIF, which stands for else if, back dot is positive. Whoops. FB equals negative speed. And if left dot is positive, LR equals speed, and same with right. If right dot is elif right dot is positive, LR equals negative speed. Now you might have to change up the negatives, as like it kind of depends on the way your Blender's set up. It's it's just one of those things. But if you're pressing the D key and your character is going left, then just switch the left and the right. Like, say left would be negative speed and right would be positive speed, and then there we go. And no, never mind. I'll just take that out. So now we're gonna set up our jump. So if is grounded, this is if we're touching the ground, then we can jump. So if, and then if we're touching the ground, and if jump dot is positive, oh, we need to make another speed variable here for up. Forgot about that. And we're going to set this to, since it's force, it's got to be rather higher than all the other variables. So say like 150. That'll work. Yeah. If jump dot is positive, then no, we're just set up to 0 for now. And then in here we set up to 150. Alright, so now we can set up actually put this into place. So move.set dlock FB 0.0 0.0 and true. And then move.set drot. Oh, we're gonna have to change that later. Okay. Move.set force, and we want this to go up, so 0.0, 0.0, and then on the z-axis we're going to go up, so just set it to up, and then true. And then gamelogic.add active actuator, type in move there, and then set it to true. Oh, and this is what's going to happen if you don't put true. It's not going to work correctly, so watch out for that one too. Yeah. And you can see what's wrong exactly if you check in the Blender's interactive console, and it'll record any errors. So now we put in true, and then we save, and it should work now. Yeah, see? Just moving the mouse around, I'm moving around a little bit. It's working like it should be now. So okay, so we need to since we are using mouse look, I forgot that this is an FPS tutorial for a second there. We need to set left and right in the D lock so that you can strafe. So now we've got all that. I'm going to change up my forward and backward because I am pushing the W key, which should be going forward, and I was going backwards. So that's one example of that thing I just explained to you about the mixtures of the negatives and whatnot.